Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the City Cooks. Today we will be preparing sweet potato pie and sweet potato casserole. So here's what the end product looks like. Okay, the first recipe that I'm going to do is the sweet potato pie. And the first thing that I start with is a frozen pie crust. And I like to say this is the easy way to do it. So you might want to prepare your own pie crust, but I purchased frozen pie crust. And we don't want the deep dish, we want the regular pie crust. The first thing I do is I bake my pie crust for about 15 or 20 minutes so that it can start to brown, because when you put the mixture inside, sometimes it leaves the bottom soggy. So I cook it a little bit. The next thing I cook is my sweet potatoes. In this recipe, I usually use 3 large sweet potatoes, and they can be cooked ahead of time and put in the freezer so that they'll be ready when you get ready for them. Of course, you do have to defrost them if you cook them ahead of time. Now, for the ingredients in a sweet potato pie, we take 1 cup of butter. Again, not margarine, butter. You take 2 cups of sugar, 3 eggs, a teaspoon of nutmeg, and a half teaspoon of cinnamon, a half teaspoon of vanilla, and a teaspoon of lemon. Now, those 2 flavors are according to your taste. Vanilla enhances the flavor of the potato, so you may not want to use any lemon, but that's what I use. Now, we take our butter and we cream it. It is best if you leave your butter out a day so that it can become very, very soft. It makes for a better pie if it's really soft. So you cream that butter, and then you start to add your sugar, 1 cup at a time. You cream it, and next you start to add your eggs, 1 at a time. So put your first egg in, cream it a little bit. The second egg, cream it. Third egg, mix it a little bit more. Now, after you've gotten all those prepared and it's creamed and it looks nice and delicious, you're going to add your sweet potatoes, 1 at a time. Now, you're going to be cleaning the outside of your mixing bowl continuously so that everything will blend in well. Do not wipe your mixing blades. Those blades are catching the strings that are found in sweet potatoes, and you don't want that in your pie. So leave those blades alone and just let it mix. So adding the potatoes 1 at a time until your mixture is mixed well. Once your mixture is mixed well, you're going to pour that mixture into your pie crust. I'm using 2 pie crusts today so that I can also show you how to make the potato casserole. Now, note this mixture already is sweet and everything, so it makes a perfect casserole. So when you finish making your pie, the 2 pies, you're going to put them aside because you are going to make the casserole next. In your casserole, you have your potatoes and everything. It's all mixed. You get a clear, or it doesn't have to be clear, a pan, and you spray it at the bottom with oil, and then you pour your potato mixture into that pan. Now you are going to prepare the topping for your casserole. Since I am using a third of my potato mixture to make the casserole, I'm just going to crumble a few things up together so that I can make the topping. The topping is made out of a little bit of coconut, and you see that how it looks in that blender. Then you're going to get a little bit of pecans, and you're going to chop that together, not too fine because you want it to be crunchy. Next thing, you're going to put about 3 tablespoons of flour and about 3 heaping tablespoons of brown sugar. And you're going to toss all that together. And then you're going to get about a 1/3 cup of butter, and you're going to pour that in, and you will see the consistency changes, and it's going to be like crumbs. So then you're going to sprinkle that over the top of that 1/3 container of potatoes. You got 2 potato pies and 1 container of potatoes that didn't have anything on top, and you're going to just crumble it over it, cover the top, and then you're going to put all 3 items in your oven at 350 degrees. You're going to bake it for approximately 45 minutes. It might take a little longer for the potato pie crust to turn darker. If you want to, you can leave it in there a little longer, but if it's lightly brown, that's okay too, depending upon how you want it. So that's how I make my sweet potato pie and my sweet potato casserole. I hope you enjoy. Thank you.